Welcome to Akshara online classes. This is Ghaffar sir, your physics faculty. Let's start our session. So before that, give me clarity. Is my voice is audible? Is my voice is audible? Akanksh, is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah. So shall I start the session?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me in the last class what we completed?
About free falling production, free falling.
Yeah, we are discussing graphs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, understand. We are discussing the graphs. In that graphs, we completed what graphs? We completed about distance. We are discussing actually distance and time graph. Understand? In the distance time graph, we completed 3 graphs. Understand? Totally, how many graphs we have? I also given that. Can you tell me how many graphs we have totally?
21, sir.
No, how many?
21, sir.
No, 21, maybe 21 it seems. Yeah, 21 graphs. In that only we completed 3 graphs. That is, the first graph is, we are discussing graphs. Graphs in that graph, the first graph is distance versus time, distance versus time graph. So first graph is, this is S and this is time t, this is distance, this is time, this is the first graph. This is the first graph we done. So what is this? What is the graph name here? The graph name is what? In this case, what is the graph name? Line passing through time axis. When line passing through time axis, what is the information it will give? What is the information it will give? Any line passing through the time axis, what information it will give? It will give the information the object is at rest position. Understand? The object is at rest position and the object is near to the observer. Same thing, one more graph also I have given that. This is distance versus time graph and this is parallel to the time axis. Okay, any graph parallel to the time axis, what information it will give?
The object is at rest and it is some distance away from the observer.
Very good. The object is at rest and it is some distance from the observer. Same way, one more graph between distance and time. So this is the graph. What is this graph? This is time. This is distance. So what information it will give?
It is parallel to the speed axis. It is changing suddenly, sir.
It is not speed, it is distance.
But sir, it is the distance, sir.
Distance. It is not speed, it is distance. So what information it will give? The distance is at a time, at an instant time it having infinite distance.
Infinite distance is
It is not possible. Okay, at an instant time it is having infinite distance. It is not possible. So this is where these 3 graphs we have discussed. And next now other graph. The other graph is, this is a distance, this is the time. Time I am taking on x-axis, distance I am taking on y-axis. Now you have, this is the line. Tell me what is this line indicating?
uniform axis, sir.
No, observe, this is the distance, this is time. Suppose, how you can get this graph? Suppose this is 1 second, this is 1 meter. So 1 second, 1 meter traveled. Understand? This is the point indicating the same. Same way, this is 2 seconds and this point is 2 meters. Which means this point is indicating that in 2 seconds the object is traveled 2 meters. Let me take 3 seconds. In 3 seconds, the object is traveled 3 seconds, 3 meters. In 3 seconds, the object traveled 3 meters. So likewise, in every instant it is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time. Any object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. The motion is said to be what?
Uniform motion.
Uniform motion, which means that this graph is indicating that uniform motion. The graph is indicating simply what it is indicating, that uniform motion. So first write down the name of the graph. What is the name of the graph here? Name of the graph? A line passing through origin. Line passing through where? Origin. A line passing through origin represents what? Line passing through which graph it is? Distance versus time graph. In distance versus time graph, a line passing through origin represents, first thing is what? Uniform motion. In which graph it is? Distance versus time graph. In distance versus time graph, a line passing through origin represents what? Uniform motion. When the object moving in a uniform motion, the speed of the object is constant. The speed of the object constant. The speed of the object is what? Constant. How do you know the speed of the object is constant? Because it is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, which means that the distance traveled by the object, time taken object is same. So you will get uniform speed. But in this graph, which thing is represents the speed is constant. So here, anytime in any graph, two things you need to observe. Okay, two things you need to observe. One is slope of the graph, one more is area under the graph. Two things you need to observe in any graph. One thing is slope of the graph, one more is what? One more is what? Area under the graph. So here if I observe the slope, generally slope represents y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This y2 minus y1 is nothing but representing the displacement points. This x2 minus x1 represents the which points? Time points. So displacement by time. The displacement by time, that is delta s by delta t. What is meant by delta s by delta t?
Change in distance by change in time.
The rate of change in distance. The rate of change in distance also called the rate of change in distance also called
Rate of change in
name of the quantity. The rate of change in displacement distance also called speed. The speed represents what? Your slope represents what? Speed. Simply the slope represents what? Simply what? Speed. Slope of the distance versus time graph. Slope of the distance versus time graph will give speed of the object. You can write in words, slope represents speed. Slope represents what? Speed. If you find anywhere for this line, this is a straight line. For this straight line, if you find the slope represents what? Speed. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Here area will not give anything. The area under the graph will not give anything. So I will not explain the area under the graph. So what is the graph represents here? Any line passing through origin. So any line passing through origin. In which graph it is? Distance versus time graph. In distance versus time graph, any line passing through origin represents uniform motion, and its slope of the Slope represents what? Speed. Okay, slope represents speed. Understand? Now I'll give one more. This is the first graph. In this I'll draw one more. What is the difference between this first graph and second graph? Okay, here.
Between the slopes.
What is the difference between this first graph and second graph? Here, observe the things here. This is the first graph.
That's right.
In the first graph, the slope, actually generally slope represent the angles. This is theta 1, this is theta 2. Which one is greater here? Theta 1 or theta 2? Which one is greater?
Theta 1.
Theta 1. Meaning that the theta, the first slope of the first object is more. So which means that slope indicates what? Speed. Slope of the second object is less. Understand? Slope of the second object is less, slope of the first object is more. Which means that where slope is more, it is indicating that speed, which means that speed is more. Among the two, in the first graph, the object is moving with more speed. In the second graph, the object is moving with less speed. Understand? So this is a graph, Nana. This is not a path. This is a graph. When the object is moving in a straight line with respect to time and distance, by using the data we have drawn the graph. When you draw the graph, this is the way you have the lines. This first line is indicating that slope is more. Slope is more means speed of the object is more. In the second graph, slope is less. It is indicating that speed is less. That way we can compare the speeds of the objects by using the distance versus time graph. Understand?
Yes, sir.
But these both are moving with uniform motion. These two are moving with uniform motion. But here, this is having greater speed. This is having, in this case, the object having lesser speed comparatively before one. Understand? The next, one more graph. Is it completed?
Yes, sir.
I'll take one more graph. Again, the graph is S versus time, distance versus time. In this distance versus time, this is distance versus time. It is a straight line, kada? This is a straight line, this is a distance versus time. Now in this case, this is a straight line. Now I will not take straight line, I will take a curve.
Yes.
Curve. So this is a slope. What is the name of the slope? Name of the slope is curve starting. Starts from origin. Curve starts from origin. In this case, this curve represents what? What it is represents. What it is represents. In this case, what it is represents. See here.
It's accelerating, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. How you got it?
Sir?
How you know it?
Because when it's starting and speed is very less.
Ah.
It's constantly increasing.
Yeah, constantly the slope is increasing.
Yes, sir.
Understand? The slope is increasing. It's meaning that the slope of the graph is increasing, that in the distance versus time, the slope of the graph is indicating that speed increases. Where speed increases, that is called accelerated motion. Since this is representing that accelerated motion, this is representing that uniform motion. In the uniform motion, speed is constant. But in the accelerated motion, speed is not constant, keep on changing. So better write down, it is indicating that it is accelerated motion. accelerated motion, speed keep on changing.
Yes, sir.
Speed keep on changing. This is the way we can take the acceleration, graphs. Understand? So this is what graphs? Distance versus time graph. Let's take next thing is another type of graphs. Can I take it?
Yes, sir.
Let's take another type of the graphs. Now let me take a speed versus time graph. So in the distance versus time graph, the slope of the graph represents what?
Speed.
Speed. Keep it in mind. Area, is the area will give any information to you?
No, sir.
No information. Okay, keep it in mind. Next, speed versus time graph. Speed versus time graph. Here the time is independent quantity, speed is a dependent quantity. Since I'll take time on which axis? X axis. Speed on which axis? Y axis. Understand? Now, first graph. The graph is passing. Name of the graph. Tell me name of the graph.
Speed versus time.
Speed versus time. How the graph is passing? A line passing from time axis through time axis. A line passing through time axis. This is the way we have the line. When line passing through time axis, what it is represents? Line passing through time axis, what it will represents?
Speed as light, sir. Speed as light.
Speed as, say for example, this is speed versus time. Speed versus time. Any line passing through the time axis, which means that it represents that what? For 1 second, what is the speed? 0. For 2 seconds, the speed is 0. 3 seconds, speed of the object is 0. 4 seconds, the speed of the object is 0. Lifetime, as it is passing the time, the speed of the object is 0. That represents that line is passing through the time axis. When speed is 0, we can say that the object is at rest position or not.
Yes, sir.
So this is indicating that object is at rest position. Object is at rest position. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So object is at rest position. That's it. Nothing more you'll get from this graph. And one more graph. This is again time, this is speed. Now you have, this is the way graph.
Yes, sir.
This is the second graph. Tell me now what this graph is indicating. What is this graph indicating?
It travels some distance and it remains as rest, sir.
See, this is time, speed versus time graph. This is not distance versus time graph. This is what? Speed versus time graph. See, 1 second. Let us take this is object having initially at 0 second it having object having, let me take 4 meter per second is the speed of the object. At 0 second it having 4 meter per second. 1 second also having 4 meter per second. Even 2 seconds also it shows 4 meter only. 3 seconds also it shows 4 meter only. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 4 seconds also showing the same 4 meter per second. And time keep on passing, the object shows only 4 meter per second.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Any time the object shows same 4 meter per second, which meaning that the object having what kind of velocity?
Constant velocity.
Constant velocity, constant speed. The object having constant speed. So in this speed versus time graph, line passing parallel to the time axis represents the object undergoes constant velocity, constant speed. So first of all, write down the name of the graph, name of the line, a line parallel to time axis. A line parallel to what?
Time axis.
Time axis. Any line parallel to time axis, in which graph it is?
Shield. Constant velocity, constant speed.
Velocity, speed and time.
Yes.
Speed and time graph, a line parallel to the time axis represents what?
It's moving with constant speed.
Constant speed means uniform
Uniform
motion. In uniform motion, speed is constant. Understand? Speed is constant. Now here one more question. This is a speed versus time graph, kada?
Yes, sir.
Same uniform motion in the distance versus time graph. Which graph it will show?
Sir?
Same uniform motion
Yes, sir.
in distance versus time. Which graph it will shows?
The body is at rest, but is distance further from the.
Look at here. This is the distance. This is the time. This graph shows the uniform motion. This is speed versus time. This is distance versus time. This graph shows
Uniform speed.
uniform motion.
Okay.
Uniform motion means constant what? Constant speed. So for example, some in a objective type they may ask this way. They will give distance versus time graph. They may ask speed versus time graph. If they is given this kind of graphs and this shows the corresponding graph of speed versus time. This is a graph of what? Distance versus time. Corresponding graph in terms of speed versus time is nothing but line passing through parallel to the time axis. In this case, how it is passing? Line passing through origin. In this case, line parallel to the principal axis. Sorry, line parallel to the time axis.
Yes, sir.
So this graph, in this graph shows the same meaning. But the thing is here, this is distance versus time. This is what? Speed versus time graph. Understand? Comparison. This is a comparison.
Yes, sir.
Can I take out this? Let me take one more graph. Again, speed versus time graph. This is speed, this is time. Tell me, this is a graph.
So suddenly the speed increased against it.
At an instant time, the speed increases to up to what value? Infinite value. Is it possible practically?
No, sir.
No, since this graph also not possible.
Yes, sir.
all of suddenly any object will not move the up to infinite infinite speed. All of suddenly it will not rise since it is not possible. So one more graph, speed versus time. This is the graph. So this is speed and time. What information you get from this?
This will be constant acceleration.
Very good, you are right. How? How you can say? How you can say?
Because we can have the slope.
Yeah, see here. It is shows constant acceleration. It shows constant acceleration. When it shows constant acceleration, in this constant acceleration, which thing will give the acceleration for this body? Again, here anyway, any graph you need to observe two things. One is slope of the graph, one more is area under graph. Here I am observe the slope of the graph. Slope. Let me observe slope here. Slope is nothing but y axis component by x axis component. So here along y direction we have speed, along x direction we have time. So which means that delta v by delta t. Generally delta v by delta t is represents,
Acceleration.
since the slope represents acceleration. Understand? Similar way, area under the graph. Area under the graph. Area under the graph represents what? In this case, area under the graph. Generally, let me take this is a length into breadth. Length and breadth. This is represents what? Area. To get the area, we require length into breadth. For example, if this is the graph under the area, so this is the graph under the area, for example. When this is a graph under the area, if I take length into breadth, length represents time values, breadth represents
Speed value.
speed values. So time into speed. What is mean by time into speed? You know general formula for speed? Speed is equal to distance by time.
Yes.
Then distance is equal to from this speed into time. Which means that speed into time represents speed into time represents distance. So here area under the graph, the area under the graph of speed versus time represents what? Represents what? Distance traveled by the body. Area under the graph represents distance traveled by the body. Slope represents what? The acceleration of the body. Note down. Same speed versus time shows constant acceleration. Am I right? Then how can you represent distance versus time?
Distance versus time, yes, sir.
Curve. Understand? The same speed versus time graph, it is a straight line. Here it will get curve simply. Because I already, when you are writing the distance versus time graph, we are writing for this is for accelerated motion, kada? So this is moving with what? Constant acceleration. When the object is moving with constant acceleration, this kind of graph will get. in distance versus time graph. Completed? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll give one problem to you based on this. First I'll give these are the graphs for what? Distance, speed versus time graph. Okay. We will draw different graphs also. Actually this is enough up to your level. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'll give some questions. I'll give one situation first.
Yes, sir.
So this is one situation. The situation is what? This is the object starting from the rest. The object starting from the rest, u is 0. As it is moving with a constant acceleration 2 meter per second. No, it is started with 2 meter per second constant acceleration. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Constant acceleration is started. Slowly it is continuously moving. When it is moving continuously, it is reaches to here. For this case, after time t, it is reaches to here. In this case, draw the graph for this situation. I mean, what is the question? What is the question I given?
The body is moving with constant speed.
For time t, or else you can take the time for 4 seconds. 4 seconds it is traveled. When it is traveled 4 seconds with 2 meter per second, first what is the question? The question is what? Distance versus time graph. Distance versus time graph. And same way, velocity versus time graph.
Yes, sir.
Distance versus time graph, velocity versus time graph. The object is started here. You can take this is a origin. When this is the origin, it is moving which direction? Positive x direction.
Yes, sir.
When it is moving positive x direction, it is started at origin.
What is it?
So this is the way we will get the graph. For this situation, distance versus time graph is what? This is the way you will get the graph. And the slope will give, what? How much speed? 2 meter per second. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Same way for speed versus time graph. For the same situation, speed versus time graph. Speed versus time graph. Tell me. So the speed versus time graph, the object moving with uniform speed, gada.
Yes, sir.
When it is moving with uniform speed, which graph shows uniform speed in the graph speed versus time?
Which is parallel to time axis.
Very good. See, this is parallel to time axis. This point corresponding V shows 2 meter per second. And here, this area under the graph represents
Distance, sir.
distance covered by the body.
Yes, sir.
Understand? In 4 seconds, how much distance it is traveled? Tell me. With 2 meter per second.
4 meters, sir.
How much?
4 meters.
Speed is equal to distance by time. The distance is equal to 2 into 4. It is 8 meters. Which means that this topmost, this is shows 4 seconds. This is shows 8 meters. Because this is distance versus time. Understand? Similar way, this shows time value is 4 seconds. This is 4 seconds, this is 2 meter per second, and this is 4. 2 into 4 into 2, which is equal to how much? The area under the graph is 8. So so it is indicating that 8 meters. Understand? Got my point? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll give one more question to you. Say, this is one more example. This is a speed versus time graph. The speed versus time graph is shows this way. This is let me take 4 meter per second, and this is 2 seconds. This is 4 seconds. Now, in first 2 seconds, this is 0, this is 2 seconds. In the first 2 seconds, what is the distance traveled by the object by using the graph? Tell me. What is the distance traveled by the object in first 2 seconds?
Yes, sir.
So here, which graph it is?
Velocity versus time.
Speed versus time, not velocity. Speed versus time. In the speed versus time, who will represent the distance?
8 meters is covered, sir. The distance is 8 meters.
Area under the graph.
Yes, sir. It's left into right now, sir. Right angle.
So here, in 2 seconds, the area under the graph is this one. This is represent one right angle triangle. For the right angle triangle, what is the area? Area for right angle triangle. Area of triangle. Area of triangle is nothing but half into length into base. Length into base. Half into length represents, breadth represents 2. The height represents 4. So 2 gets cancelled, 4 meters.
Yes, sir.
Similar way, area represents distance. In 2 seconds is travelled how much distance?
4 meters.
4 meters. Similar way, what is the distance covered in 4 seconds? What is the distance covered in 4 seconds?
8 meters.
How do you know it?
Another triangle is also similar to it.
See, here to here we have to take that. From here to this total represents what? Area under the graph, kada? In 0 to 4 seconds. So that is also represents area of the triangle. Area of the triangle half into length into breadth. Half into length value is 4. The breadth value is 4. So 2 ones are 2 ones are 2 twos are. So that is 8 meters. So this is the way area under the graph represents totally 8 meters. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For today we'll stop the session. Tomorrow, next class we'll discuss the remaining some other problems. Okay na?
Yes, sir. Thank
Bye.
you.